Hey, my beautiful angel, it's Josie Grouse. Welcome to Soul Awakening channel. In this video, you are going to learn 5 specific signs that you are a natural healer. That's right, that you have a special mission in this world as a healer. Your soul wants to follow this path. So, 5 specific things that you need to know if you are a healer. Now, there are so many myths and misconceptions about the whole idea of being a healer. So, some of these myths, for example, is that you are just naturally drawn to nature or to healing abilities such as, Reiki and essential oils and crystals. Now, they're all intuitive abilities, but they have nothing to do with healing because healing, again, it's a special mission. It's a soul contract that your soul needed for this lifetime. Another myth is that every empathic person struggling with boundaries is somehow a healer. No, it's not true. An empathic person is just an empathic person. They may not have the ability to heal. So let's talk about 5 specific things that will tell you that the person is a true natural healer. Okay. So the first sign is their energy. I don't know if you guys can see that. So healer has 2 very specific, call it magical, abilities. They have the energy of increase and they also have the energy of destruction, both equal forces. The energy of increase means if they work in, let's say, for example, let me give an example of my specific, like hairdresser who is a healer. When he cuts my hair, it grows so fast. It's unbelievable. There's something about his energy that makes my hair grow. Healers, when they bless someone, energy increases. Blessing something, they can plant a tree and the tree will grow. They can wish their child, to have like a safe day, and the person will have a safe day. So they have very specific type of energy, the energy of increase. Whatever they bless, whatever they focus on will increase, will grow, will multiply. It's almost like they have to watch what they're saying, what they're doing, because the energy of increase can also turn into the energy of destruction. If they curse something, right? If they don't like someone, they can say a word and negative things will happen to that person. It's like this story in the New Testament about Jesus cursing a tree. Like the tree was cursed. Next day, all of the disciples who were with him at the time, just like passing by the tree, noticed the tree died overnight. And it's like, he just cursed the tree for what? So that's the power of the healer. They can heal and they can destroy, and their power is real. They will notice over and over again. So a destruction, someone who is a healer, they can hate something so much it will destroy the thing. Let's say, as a healer, if they are engaged in healing activities, they can tell the disease to be gone and the person heals. They can hate something so much they can just put that curse upon the illness, upon the symptom, upon something specifically that needs to be destroyed within the body, and the thing goes away. The thing disappears. So that's the power of the healer. They can multiply blessings incredibly. That's their energy. They do it naturally, but also they have this power to destroy. It all comes with the karma, the mission, the soul's purpose of someone who is a healer. By the way, another myth is that healers choose medical professions. Not true. Healer, if you are a healer, this is your life. This is your lifestyle. Is the way you show up in the world, is the way your energy is expressed. That's who you are. If you are a healer, you'll know it. You can truly make amazing things, bless the world, create beautiful experiences. Or there's another side to that as well. So the second sign that you are a natural healer is, let's say, how do I say this? Ancestors. I just say ancestors. You have people in your family and those who you may not know, your ancestors who were healers, who have a record of being a healer, because healing gift is passed on from generation to generation. You cannot just like, ooh, awaken and you are a healer. You may find yourself in the place where, in the family where your great grandmother was some kind of witch, or she would do, let's say for example, in my family, my great grandmother, my mom's grandmother, I don't remember a lot about her. I was very young at the time. She died when I was like 9. But my mom only recently have been telling me stories about her, which I only learned at the stage in my life now. And she would tell me stories how she would witness a lot of people in the neighborhood, mothers bringing small children for my grandmother to see. These children had problems with eating. They were not sleeping well. So they had some kind of like restless nervousness problems that they had. And my great grandmother would do some kind of ritual. She would say a prayer or, do some kind of like movements with the hands. That's what my mom said. My mom just remembered these stories. And then when the family left, after the family left, she would be so tired and exhausted. She would have to go take a nap. She'll be yawning constantly, because through her body, a lot of these processes were taking place. This is again something that helps me to understand my own healing abilities, because I have also experienced a lot of events in my life where I would be doing some kind of a healing ritual, and my body is the way the things that get truly processed. That's where I felt that somehow my body can absorb the energy. Somehow my body can process a lot of these negative things and events and not be fine. I'll be actually better than before, because I get so, somehow I felt like this is a mission. So when you have this healing gift, you will know that perhaps someone in your family had the same kind of gift. See, my great grandmother, she wasn't advertising her healing services. She wasn't taking Reiki classes. She didn't even know she was a healer. She could do one thing. She could take away the nervousness or pain of these mothers, by taking some kind of problem or pain or energy upon herself. So that's a healer. You don't study this, you don't learn this. It's something that you just naturally realize that you can do this. So in my own life, I have to really face this gift, especially being a nurse, being a registered nurse in an emergency department. I could definitely see how there is a deeper intuition within me that could come to the person with intention and then just transform them with just my energy, without even doing anything, without having any, having done a particular action, I would have somehow this power to do that. So that's, you will find in a lot of like true healers, they will have this one thing. And I've asked, I've specifically connected with people who do healing work, and it seems like it's been passed on generations to generations. All right, so number 3, higher power. So without exception, true healers don't do healing themselves. They have some kind of deity, or they have some kind of a supernatural being who who's doing the healing, who is somehow working with them. And it's not an earthly creature. As could be, they can just refer straight to God and say, God heals. Or they would have, let's say, specific angel, or like a special prayer, or something that they often refer to, or someone who they ask for help, consciously and subconsciously, but they have the higher power always with them. Because the whole mission of a healer is a spiritual gift, is a spiritual kind of karma. So these people have natural connection with deity. For example, if you take, let's say, Sadhguru, because Sadhguru is a powerful healer. Him in his core is the most extraordinary healer of our time. But he doesn't do healing himself. He's got a deity. He's got this being or divine feminine force that is behind all of his work. And if you watch his workshops, events, and I've seen them in person a number of times, I mean, he always calls upon this being, okay? This being. It's Devi Bhairavi, or whatever name you want to use, like specifically, like for he has this force that is with him at all times. And when he shows up, it's not Sadhguru, the person, the man, the human who does the healing. He has the supernatural connection with the higher power. Let's say in my work, I don't do healing. I don't have, even though I have the healing gift, I have strong indications that my soul has chosen healing, to be a healer in this life. But also, I have, let's say, angels, and I have been, it's like it worked out that way. I didn't ask angels to show up and then work with me. It's just kind of, it worked out. I needed them for certain things, for certain projects, for the certain services that I was offering, and they were there all the time. So I've developed this bond, a relationship specifically with angels, with spirit guides. For years, I have this one healer. She is my spirit, let's say, grandmother, and her name is Nana. I really don't know her name, but she's been with me for, I don't know, gosh, last 15 years, maybe even longer. She's a spirit. She's not in this world, but she often shows up when I was doing, so certain healing practices, when I was creating healing programs. She was always there. And she's from Guatemala. She's a healer from Guatemala. That's what she said. And you can say, Josie, you're a little crazy. You have the right to say so. However, from my perspective, with all of the healing work that is she's been doing for me, is truly incredible. Sometimes in moments when I need to send someone healing energy and I really don't know what to do, I have no idea what to do, I would call her and I would imagine her, and she would create some kind of like a song or sound in my head, and I would tune into the sound, and she will do something with her hand, for example, and I would kind of copy her, and I know that whatever healing power that is coming through me is going to do its job. That's it. So I know from experience that if you are a healer, you have some kind of one deity or maybe a group of beings who are there helping you to do this work of a healer, because you can't do it alone. You can't do the healing work alone. So, for karma, if you are a healer, you will be put into situations specifically where your energy is needed. You could be at the place of an accident right there, and you were right there, and just for you, you just happen to be at certain points where people are in trouble, where people are in need of some kind of divine intervention. So I have so many stories like these, so many examples. One particular example I can share with you: I was on the train once in Toronto, on the subway, and it was Lawrence Station. When we were just very close to Lawrence Station, somebody fell under the train on the tracks, and of course the train stopped, and I was on that train. So I left. We all exited the train. We had to go through a little tunnel, but the person was under the same train, but she was alive. She was still very much alive, and she was talking. And I stopped, and I spent about 5 minutes talking with her, being under the train. And she told me, she was all right. Like, she had some injury to the leg. She was not in pain. She would tell me who she was, if she had any health problems, any history, anything I needed to know. So because I just happened to be on the train, in about 5-10 minutes, ambulance shows up, lots of people with, medical equipment. And I was there to give them that first report. I told them what happened, who the lady was, her name, her age, all of the information that they needed to know, from just like this condensed time that I just happened to extract from the conversations with this woman. Anyways, so stuff like this happens to me all the time. All the time. I don't ask for it. I just happen to be the time where people are in need. They need something, and I happen to be the person who can understand their needs, or someone who can ask for help. And as I said, I'm an emergency room nurse by training. So a lot of skills that I've learned, just professionally, I can, apply anywhere. Someone, can start a CPR on the person who passed out at a restaurant. So, but it's just like the way it happens is that I happen to be there for my own reason, for no reason at all. Just I happen to be there. So I find a lot of the times that's the karma of healers. And you don't necessarily need to provide medical help, but you can be the time when someone wants to jump and kill themselves. And you just happen to pass by, and you look in their eyes, and there's something about you that tells, okay, this person just needs a smile. If you smile to that person, they may change their mind. They may feel better instantly. So you are always there when someone needs you. This is the greatest indicator that you are a healer, that you truly have healing abilities, that you have a healing mission. Your soul came here to perform the action specifically of a healer. And the power that you have as a healer, as I said, you can tell the person to get well, and they will get well. That's just the power you have as a healer. You can tell the body to recover, and the body will recover. We can also, again, use this energy for destruction. If you don't like someone, you can push them into the abyss. So as a healer, you learn to master this power. But as a healer, you always have this kind of like cloud that walks with you everywhere, because this is, at any time, your mission as a healer is greater than you. Your mission as a healer, you can't control it. If you wanted to, you can't just say, I'm not a healer, I'm just gonna chill. Not gonna work, because wherever you are, if you have this mission of a healer, you will always have other people's need ahead of your own. I hope you're understanding. By the way, let me know if this is ringing, if this resonates with you. And uh another sign that you're a healer, it's difficult for me to formulate them, but okay. Let's say, challenges. Okay, fine. Challenges. So, people who have healing gifts, they are prohibited to spend their time focusing on themselves, because the power that's drawn within can destroy them very, very quickly. So they need to care for other people more than they care for themselves. If they just turn into being selfish, they become self-destructive. And this is because, again, that need to increase or destroy is going to affect them. They are they need to have something or someone in their lives to look after. Kids, neighbors' kids, dogs, cats, hamsters. they they always have some kind of life force, life that they need to pay attention to. They are extraordinary at, giving their attention to someone else. They can look after, and they can not necessarily be empathic. They may not have any empathy whatsoever. Empathic does not mean healing. You don't have to be, you cannot be a healer and an empath. I mean, it's possible. It's not necessarily the same thing. So, but they have to be looking after someone else beyond their own needs. They are karmically not allowed to spend a lot of energy dwelling on, upon themselves. They could be great at in any profession when they would have to attend to other people's needs that are greater than their own. So that's why you see sometimes that people in, let's say, healing, those who have healers, they may have somehow desire to help, women, or to save animals, or to do some kinds of stuff that keeps them distracted, that keeps them, not focusing on their own stuff, because that's not allowed. Karma will, the healer of that level of karmic influence is going to become a very heavy burden for them. So they need to always stream it outwards. They need to look after someone else. Even a little being, a little thing like a plant, it's still going to give you that. Sort of gives that flow of energy as a healer. So the expression of your life as a healer, this will always be your priority. Other people's first. Other people's first. Looking after someone's business, life, pets, that's first. And this is by design, because again, true healer does not do healing. And when they turn into when they begin to see themselves from a perspective of their ego, that's when sort of the karmic impact of this mission begins to weigh them down. So they always have to find the source of giving, not worrying about, what's in it for me, because the true healer is, again, can only become stronger through this power of giving. Anyways, I hope this was of service. Let me know in the comments what you feel like in your own life, how much of this healing gift that you've seen in yourself, or maybe someone else. Lots of love. I'll chat with you in the next video.